Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I
Okay,
Fine.
so we talk Rome, and in this unit we have to talk about an advertisement we liked or we found interesting. So if you want, I can start with mine, if you don't mind.
Perfect.
Yeah,
sure.
you agree? Okay, so the ad I've chosen is an IKEA campaign from 2016, whose name is Let's Relax. In this advertisement, which is set in the modern period, we can see an aristocrat family waiting at the table to have dinner. But before they start eating, the father asks them to stop so a painter can paint the meal, and then some servants take the painting out of the house and they show it to several social groups from plebeian to the upper class in order to know if they like it or they don't. Once everybody has given their opinion, its opinion, sorry, the family can start eating, and the commercial ends coming back to our time with the father taking a picture of the meal with his smartphone and a sentence saying it's a meal, not a competition. And well, I find this campaign very witty and interesting since it's criticizing our obsession with the social networks and smartphones and our need to post and share everything we do. So it really took me to reflect on my own behavior towards social apps and how I act. So also the music it uses is the Four Seasons from Antonio Vivaldi, which confers a great dramatic ambience to the scene and keep us like anxious and expecting what's happening next. And all that leads to an amazing ending, I think, because it has a great plot twist. And we could think this ad isn't really trying to sell us anything, and we could wonder which is the aim of IKEA by launching such a publicity. But the fact that went viral and everybody talked about it, it gives publicity to the brand and might maybe lead us unconsciously to their stores. And that's how actually every IKEA ads works. And well, it seems being very effective because all of us go to IKEA to buy. So that's my ad. I don't know if you knew it or what do you think.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Me
It
neither.
rings me a bell.
Sorry?
Who?
Mark?
Yeah, Mark.
No, it rings me a bell, but I have no thoughts about that.
Okay.
It seems a witty one, but it seems witty in advertisement.
Yeah, well, I think it is. I find it interesting and funny, and like you don't expect what's happening at the end. It's like, oh wow, really? We do that. It's true.
It's true.
It's like stop. Nobody can touch the meal until I post it to Instagram. I mean, I do that, and it's quite silly, but okay. So okay, who wants
Okay.
to be next?
I can be the next if you want.
Okay, yeah,
Perfect.
sure.
Well, I'm going to talk about an ad that I think we all frame at a time in our lives. And it's the Budweiser ad that we all know by the WhatsApp slogan. A group of real life friends who lend their faces and their particular way to say hello to the latest Budweiser beer campaign. This campaign was created by the DDB Chicago Advertising Agency. The idea behind WhatsApp was very simple. In the initial spot that it was called WhatsApp True, there were four male friends speaking over the phone, greeted one another with the slang phrase WhatsApp. The idea behind the WhatsApp I think it has an argument more than simple. Show the original greetings, telephone almost always, that are given to each other 5 friends at the time of the beginning of their conversations, which sometimes become a little bit chaotic and just a little bit ridiculous because the pronunciation, of course. That if we translate in our Spanish language, would be something like ¿qué tal? And make it sound like an elongated and absurd WhatsApp. Within a few months of the campaign introduction, it began to appear like different parodies in TVs and YouTube videos, etc. Soon it became a common greeting and pop culture phrase around the world, and even in the countries where Budweiser was not sold. This ad ran through 2001 and was developed into a more expansive campaign called True. The target market is within 21 to 27 years old, but also we can say all legal age drinkers. Then I would like to say that this is an ad that has an humoristic tone. And the first thing that caught my attention is that the advertisement show the characters how they are in their real lives. So according to the commercial message, if you buy this product, you will feel calm, relaxed, at ease with yourself, etc. But if you don't buy this product, it's like you will not be enjoying life enough. So mates, if you don't have a Budweiser or a beer, you are nobody at this moment. Then this slogan, WhatsApp, was one of the most acclaimed and popular campaigns in the advertising history. It won a lot of awards in the prestigious industry. And then to sum up, I think all of you, I would like to ask you if you know about this advertisement. I presume that you have all seen it, isn't it?
Yes, of course.
Well,
yes.
Not me. I actually hadn't seen it, I think, before you talk about it. But I'm familiar with the WhatsApp thing, so...
You can imagine.
Yeah, so it's obviously something people know.
Yes.
But I wasn't familiar with it, but I
it became a popular greeting between friends, and I think I don't have anything else to explain because it was very popular.
Okay.
Thanks for your attention.
Okay.
Thanks for your explanation. I can.
Okay, who's there? Andrea?
Sorry, I can be the next one if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am going to talk about an Antrex campaign that is called. It has this slogan: "How clean do you feel after going to the loo?" And to begin with, I'd like to tell that Andrex is the same company as Scotex is in Spain, but with different names depending on the country. So in Spain we have Scotex, and in Britain they have Andrex. This company is known for their cleaning paper stuff, especially the toilet paper, but they also sell kitchen paper, wet wipes, and things like that. And in this commercial, there's little children that are asked to this following question, that is the slogan: "How clean do you feel after going to the loo?" Well, at this point, you can imagine that these children have been using Andrex products after going to the toilet, after going to the toilet, and now they are going to give their own opinions of these products. So you can guess the kind of answers are expected from little children. So you can find funny answers, innocent answers, nonsense answers, cutie, or just kind of daft answers, silly ones, very silly. The setting is a pair of little ones sitting in their school classroom and saying things like, "Oh, I felt as clean as a caterpillar," or "diamonds, diamonds," or "an alien that's just been born," or "a whale because they're always in water." And in the meanwhile, the one is talking, the other one is smiling, laughing, making grimaces, making funny comments in the middle. There's a little girl that I like especially, who always says, after hearing a clever answer of the other mate, she always says, I was going to tell that same thing. Like, so cute. And another interesting point is that barely there's no music in the whole advertisement, giving the maximum importance to what children say. Moreover, a part of what children say, their laughs, funny noises and movements are the whole catchy point of the advertisement. So I think music here is no needed. They don't put music here, but I agree with this decision. And finally, I would like to talk about the target audience. It might be children, people in touch with children, or people of any ages that enjoy children's behavior, because the children are the point all the time. And I think it's a lovely campaign with simple and clear message that catches the audience with the naive opinions of the little children after having tried these products that are being sold. So this is my presentation. What do you think?
I haven't seen it neither.
No.
But it looks like so fun.
It's quite funny to see the kids saying that stuff of the demons and the aliens or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched it after you sent on the wiki that you would be talking about this ad, and I found it really sweet because I love kids and I love the way they talk, like just saying the first thing they think.
They always say the truth.
Yeah.
So
they don't think that's going to be ridiculous, or what are they going to think about me if I say that. And I love it because they're spontaneous and they're innocent, and I love that.
And creative, such imagination they have. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they don't think twice.
So Mark is
okay, that's my turn. That's my turn.
Finally.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a moment. Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk about Coke's commercial campaign, and well, I want to introduce a little bit. It could be very tough, but I want to introduce some peculiarities of the law in USA, but nothing. How say? Anyway, okay. As you know, a bunch of twisted laws set the terms for the way that businesses proceed to create an ad campaign, and USA has a peculiar rules which provide a wide range of creativity for companies in that area. I want to say that because this commercial would be banned here in Spain, but not there. and it was really a hype. So I'm really sucker for this advertisement that I chose mainly because it was about to trample diligently the first competence of Coke, Pepsi, with originality, with ingenuity. As everybody knows, Coke is a worldwide leader of beverage or carbonated beverages, and Pepsi in the United States was the leader actually. I mean, I say was because I don't know how the market is now. And that campaign must act as a new spec, as a hook to attract new customers, new clients, or consumers, capture the attention, and get consumers to change their purchasing behavior. Okay. And well, as you can see, there's no message, written message or any conversation. It just they try to communicate through the scenes. And in the first scene, you can see a vending machine in the middle of a slum neighborhood, in anywhere, which is almost a desert. And I think that Coke is trying to, or was trying to communicate, to say that we are everywhere in the whole world. So wherever you imagine it's impossible to be, we make it possible. We are there. And that's the first scene. Then you can see a kid that is buying a couple of Pepsis with his own money, and to use them as a racing soul and get to Coke's button. And in a similar way, we are able to deduce several meanings that could be one of them that Coke is twice cheaper than Pepsi. I don't know what the prices are, so it's my imagination. And another one could be that Coke is satisfy your thirst double than two Pepsis, or whatever that means that Coke is always doubly better than Pepsi. Okay, and that's all. Well, the last thing, but it's kind of philosophical thought. It's that, as you said before, kids are innocent souls, and they don't care nothing else but enjoy and playing, and they choose Coke, not Pepsi. And I think it's quite it's a very strong message, but it's very indirect. That's what I thought. So I don't know if it makes sense, but just for me.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I think it makes sense because I like it. I haven't seen either. I haven't seen any of your 3 advertisements, but anyway, in different ways, I think all of them are quite interesting because they have very different messages. So I think are very different and very interesting.
Yeah, I think your ad is clever, and it sure. I mean, it worked. It has an intention, and I'm sure it leads us to think what you say. Okay, so maybe Coke is double good or than Pepsi or whatever. But I still think it's unfair competition, and I mean, I think you should be able to sell your product without having to
mention.
Yeah, to mention other brands or to trying to put your other brands on a lower way. Because if your product is better and you know it's better, why should you do this to the other product? I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, I like the brand because I think it's funny and it's clever, but I think it isn't a good brand.
I think it's kind. I understand and I share that opinion, but I think it's like movies, okay? So or in series, there are always the good part and the protagonist, the good one and the bad one, and there are confrontation between them
And
among them.
Yeah.
and it is also very American because they like very much to confront the two parts, the good
Correct.
one and the
Two
bad
brands.
one.
It's true. But
Absolutely.
sometimes you don't need to know which is the brand, just with the kind of the bottle or the color
Yes.
or some product characteristics. It's the only thing that you need to take it from the supermarket. You don't need anything else.
Yeah, but you are trying to make people
Honest.
no, honest, no. I mean, I guess they are trying to make them. I don't know the proper word. Recognize themselves. I mean, you always have someone that you hate, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
For me, so that confrontation is it's in the lifestyle of persons. So I think it's trying to make that people feel identifies themselves and all this stuff.
I think it's a real feeling because you are choosing between two different brands. And when you are in front of them, you choose one or the other. So I think it's not good that I think it's good that the brand try you to choose between the other brands. I mean,
Yeah, sure, but between Pepsi and Coke, there's no much different. I guess the Pepsi's quite no, it's a little bit has a little bit sugar, or it's sweeter in general. But I don't know, and I guess that they are trying to make that okay. We are similar, okay, but then I'm going to say that I'm the best. So they are trying to attack to catch the attention and make all this stuff that love Americans.
but anyway, I
Americans
think
love.
they have the reason because they are the best.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's no other options like Coca-Cola.
You never know. Maybe someone here is from Pepsi.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Well,
I
now
don't really like.
choose one of the four ads to prepare the review. Which one you think is the best, or
If I had to take one, I would choose the WhatsApp advertisement because it reminds me a long time ago that a lot of people a lot of people in the streets, in your work, when you were studying, everywhere was making jokes and talking about the WhatsApp, and being
you
daft.
do you feel younger?
Thank you very much.
Same as me. Don't worry.
Yes, I know. Don't worry. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you nervous?
No. What's the camera? So no, it was very funny to hear again about the WhatsApp, but the Budweiser WhatsApp, not the WhatsApp of the mobile that now everyone is using every day, every minute. So
I cannot listen you very well.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm quiet.
Welcome back. Okay.
No, I was telling that it was nice to hear again about the Budweiser WhatsApp instead of the WhatsApp of the mobile phones that were all day using the WhatsApp in the phone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you, Mark and Maria Jose?
I'm gonna be the last.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that all your ads were really interesting, and I liked all of them. So I don't really have a special or a really a favorite. But it's true that I remember the time when everybody was like, "What's up?" Whatever, and I don't know if it makes you feel good, Andrea. I'm okay with
I
reviewing
don't
this.
want to push anyone. It's just
No, but I think it's a nice ad and it's funny. I cannot actually find the logic of this ad, so maybe it would be nice trying to find the message, or as Yolanda was saying, maybe it's like if you don't have a Budweiser, you cannot enjoy life or whatever. So it's fine for me. I mean, I think it was a good one.
Well, as Mar wants to be the last, in my personal opinion, I like it very much, the Coca-Cola one, because it's my favorite drink.
Okay.
And I really love their ads, because they always are very emotional in different ways. And
Yes.
once again, I think it's a very good one. But as you prefer.
Okay.
So
Mark?
you have the choice.
Okay.
For sure, I would choose mine because that's the reason that I choose that commercial. But if I have to choose some the other options, I guess that I'd rather to write about WhatsApp
Uh-huh.
Okay.
because
And the winner is.
because I don't I can understand the way that it's a funny way to enjoy with your friends, having a beer, having a drink, and saying what's up and all this stuff. But I don't understand much, and so I wanna investigate it.
That's why.
Yes, it's true.
I
Yes,
wanna
It's true.
invest.
that's a
I
good
had to
idea.
investigate, because I thought it was only a way of having fun with friends and with a beer in front of the TV, with a football match or something like this. But I had to explore a little bit more.
Okay.
Correct.
So,
Well, so
Winner. Okay. Congratulations, Yolanda.
thank you. Thank you.
And well, we should then write a review about your ad.
Yes, I think we can decide in the
The
wiki.
wiki. Mhm.
Yes, who can do each part? We can divide the activity,
Okay.
perfect.
and we should do around tomorrow, because we are quite late.
Yeah, I agree. So let's do that as soon as possible.
Yes, because the next CA is starting.
Okay.
Okay. See you guys
Well, Nate,
in the
thanks for
forum.
your time.
Okay. So have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.